Henshaws, Knowledge Village. This video is free to watch thanks to the kindness of our donors. If you would like to donate £10 towards our work, you can do so by texting Henshaws to 70085.
A Caucasian man is sitting at a desk. He is wearing a pink t-shirt and thick black-rimmed spectacles. Visible to the camera is only his head and shoulders. The background behind him is blurred and out of focus.
Welcome to Henshaws Knowledge Village, the place to go for expert information and advice on sight loss. My name is Mark Belcher and I'm the Community Services Manager, and today I'm really excited to tell you about Apple's new AirTag. So if that's something you're interested in and don't even know what it is, stay tuned.
The Henshaws logo zips in, then quickly out of screen.
So, I do lose things occasionally, but I misplace things lots of times. So I use technology to help me find things. And I've been using technology that does this for a long time. So back in the day, it used to be the whistle keyring that you can actually still buy. So the way it works is if it's close to you, you just give it a whistle and it kind of whistles back, which has been great. But a few years ago, I invested in something called Tile, and Tile has been fantastic for me. So I've used this type of technology a couple of times. I've used the Tile to find my wallet, which I lost, and that took me to a home in South Manchester, and I recovered it. And I've also left my phone on a train on its way to Leeds, and I used Apple's Find My technology to get that iPhone back, which is just fantastic, okay? So I use all this technology on lots of things. But what are AirTags? So we've done a fantastic video on Tile, which will get your head around how this technology works. But essentially, you connect your phone to the tag, and then that communicates with each other. So that might do it via tone, or you can do it using a map facility. But I'm not here to talk really about Tile, although I will allude to some of the features and functions of the Apple AirTag in comparison with the Tile, because they could have done a little bit more than they already have. So how does it work? All right, so the AirTag works kind of in three ways, okay? So you can find the tag, okay? And you use your phone to do that, and you can do that in two ways. You can do it using the tone that emits from the tag itself, or you can use the map, okay? So on your phone, and I must say the later phones, iPhone 11 Plus, you can precisely locate the item using the guide on screen or the haptic feedback. It will literally get you within inches, and we've tested that, and it's the best out there. There is nothing that does that, and I must stress that there's nothing that does that. The second way it works is using Apple itself. So if your tag has moved from its last known location and you report it lost, essentially what happens is Apple, using Apple phone users, will look for that device unbeknownst to that iPhone user. So if somebody walks past that tag of yours that's in the bushes somewhere, Apple will tell you where it is. The other way it can work as well is by using the stranger that knows the device is there. So if literally somebody finds your wallet with your tag in it and they know to do this, they can actually touch the tag on their iPhone, and then that will bring up the details I put in to tell them it's lost and to call me on X, Y, and Z. So that, again, so simple, but really effective. So then that person can call you and then you can recover that item. So these are really, really fantastic ways that this tag can help you. So what could you use this device for? Well, I use it for my car keys, I use it for my house keys, and I use it for my wallet. My wife has got a Tile in her handbag, but you could use it for lots of other things. So I'm thinking white cane, okay? You could put it on your cane. You could put it on your braille reader, you know, something that you might mislay. Your remote control, you could put it on. You could even put it on your pet. You could, controversially, and with permissions, you could put it on your children and you could put it on adults too. I'm really thinking about people with dementia. You know, if you've got somebody that walks a lot and walks out, forgets where they are, you could actually ping them, find them where they are. I think that is something to think about seriously.
The Henshaws logo zips in, then quickly out of screen.
Okay, so this is all about reviewing. So we have tested it. So me and Ben have done some very significant tests all the way through the process. So the first test we did was put it at the other side of the office and beeped it. And we heard the beep, but I gotta tell you, it's a little bit low compared to the tile, okay? You could really easily tell the difference. And within decibels, I think it's like 2 or 3 decibels louder, which is actually a big deal. And the other thing about it is it only emits a sound for like 3 beeps. My tile just keeps on going. So actually, if you're a little bit deaf like I am, you can get to it quite easily. That said, without the tone, you can get to the device on the enhanced iPhone to literally millimeters away. I mean, seriously, it's that good. If you've got something like an Apple SE or an old phone, it won't be as good and getting you to the location, but it's still good. So yeah, tone's a little bit low. What we then did, we basically reported it lost, and I put it in the car park way away from its last known location, okay? So my iPhone was telling me where it was last known, i.e. in the office, but I actually moved it to the other end of the complex. And me and Ben basically waited for anybody with an iPhone to walk past. Guess what? 8 minutes later, somebody actually walked past on the phone. I know that because I watched him, okay? Within seconds, Apple told me its next location on the map. That's just like witchcraft. We then used the phone, and again, an enhanced phone, and it literally walked us within inches of the tag. Fantastic experience, simple as. So we were really chuffed with that. And I've not done that with a tile. The tile didn't get me that precise. It got me to a cul-de-sac and I weren't really sure which house it was in. But I knocked on all the houses and I got my wallet back. But this would tell me what house it was in. Like, just phenomenal. So, you know, absolutely thumbs up with Apple and getting that network about us. The other thing about their network is there's 728 million phones that could help you get your stuff back, okay? That's a big number. That's a lot of people walking around with our iPhones and our devices. So again, you're actually buying into this network. So next I'm going to tell you about the things it could have done but didn't.
The Henshaws logo zips in, then quickly out of screen.
So, could Apple have given us more? Absolutely. But in the art of consumerism, they didn't. I mean, why give them something today when I could give it them tomorrow? That kind of mentality has been definitely introduced to this product. So let me tell you the things it doesn't do, but I reckon will in the future. So one of the fantastic features on the tile is that I can actually ping my phone using the tile. So all the tiles have a little button on. Press the button and it rings your phone. Because I lose my phone just as much as I lose my keys. So it's actually nice to have that kind of two-way function. The AirTag doesn't do that. So that's a big bummer. Right, geofencing, what's all this about? Well, geofencing is a fantastic feature that actually sits on the tile, and it also sits on a competitor of the tile called the Chipolo. And essentially the way it works is, if you walk away from your wallet, okay, when you've got a phone, it will actually ring you if you walk too far away from it, i.e. there's no Bluetooth connectivity. So you can't actually leave your stuff behind. So that's a fantastic feature. Did Apple do it? No, they didn't, right? Which is a shame, but I can imagine it's not that hard to put a firmware update, or it might be on the AirTag 2 that comes out in the future. So geofencing is a fantastic feature, but the AirTag doesn't have it. So Apple did a really good job at making a really nice, slick and smooth device. But what they didn't do is allow you to attach things to it, like the Tile did and like Chipolo did. So you actually have to buy a holder if that's what you need, okay? And this is where things start getting a little bit extortionate. So if you want to buy a silicone strap, that'll cost you the same as the AirTag itself, 29 quid. If you want to get into a leather strap, kind of 39 quid. And if you wanted a keyring holder, that'll set you back 35 quid. But it is leather. But if you go to eBay, which I did, I actually got a silicone keyring holder for £2.50, including post and packaging. So beware that some of the accessories are more expensive than the tag itself, which is bonkers to me, but Apple know what they're doing. I did mention how lovely and smooth the AirTag is. It's like a gorgeous white button. But unfortunately, it's that smooth. I've actually had to do a modification to it so it doesn't slide out of my credit card holder. So I've literally put a little elastic band round the tag to stop it sliding out.
The Henshaws logo zips in, then quickly out of screen.
So Apple have nailed the precise way, using your iPhone and using VoiceOver, to find your stuff. So living with sight loss, I can imagine you lose and misplace stuff all the time unless you've got good systems, which I haven't, okay? So it's a fantastic product. You should give it a thought because it will help you relieve those frustrations sometimes when you can't find something. So, so until the next video, I bid you farewell. And as always, pass this information on. Give us a like, give us a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.
Our videos are helping people around the world to go beyond expectations. If you enjoyed this video, please donate to us using the links in the description below, or the text donation number 70085 to give £10 instantly. Thank you. For costs and terms, please see the description below.